Hi guests and subscribers of this channel, this is TV King. Today I'm going to tell you about all the secrets and Easter eggs of the race of women in the Skibidi Toilet series. You'll find out why women are stronger than regular agents. Was there an end to the love story between simp cameraman and TV woman? Or is it just the beginning? Who will fall in love with speaker woman next? And what's the main feature of camera woman? Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like. Watch till the end so you don't miss the most important part. Here goes. Before we start the video about the race of women, I'd like to draw your attention to a unique moment that Boom changed in its latest episode. In the original version of episode 62, Boom showed two toilet men attacking the cameraman. But in the full version of season 20, the cameraman decided to show the very interesting gesture you see in the photo. Quite an interesting Easter egg that Boom left for us, and few people noticed that for some unknown reason, cameraman mechanic who was fixing another agent stuck his device in another interesting place too. We often see Boom making jokes in his episodes, so there is nothing to be surprised about. Also in the original version, G-Man flew without fire in his jet engines, and in the season 20 version, it was fixed. Well, now we can start the video about the female agents. I want to start this video with the very first female agent to appear on the series. That's Camera Woman. She appeared in episode 29 and did the Fortnite dance with the other agents. The first and strangest Easter egg is that her legs look completely human, and she doesn't look like a robot at all, except for her camera, which replaces her head. One can assume that she is not just a female agent, but a real person who went into the agent squads to save the world from toilets. But my opinion differs from that. I think that before the release of the long vertical videos, Boom did not try so hard on the logic of this series, and that's why there is a robot whose body parts resemble a human, except for his head, of course. But at the moment when the camera woman is attacked by the glitched toilet, we see only a small cloud of smoke and no signs of blood. So most likely it has nothing to do with a human, and it's just a robot agent. It is likely that agents can use material to hull their soldiers in a color and shape that fully resembles a human. Here is an example of a modern robot that also looks like a human, and despite this, it is still a robot. This theory explains why we saw human skin on Speakerman Titan in episode 28 or Agent Squad in episode 19. We saw them in episode 62, but with no sign of a human body. Another interesting Easter egg in episode 62 is that when the infected Speakerman giant ripped the cameraman in half, from its body we saw a liquid that looks like blood, but it's actually more like machine oil, which helps the agents to function. What do you think? Are the agents robots or humans who became cyborgs to fight toilets? Write your theories in the comments. After the glitched toilet destroyed the first camera woman, the second one appeared in episode 52. And here's the question again. Is this the same camera woman from episode 29 that was rescued by the agent scientists and repaired? Or is it another camera woman that replaced the first one? I think it's the other camera woman, and the past one was disassembled, destroyed, because once the agents have their head damaged, they can no longer be repaired. Yes, we've seen scientists rescue injured agents and later fix them in their lab, but few people noticed how in episode 54, cameraman scientists ran past the destroyed cameraman because their head was ripped off after a glitched toilet attack and vice versa. It's only when only the body of the agents is damaged that scientists try to rescue such agents. This is because the cameraman's camera contains a memory card that stores all the necessary information, and when it is destroyed, it is impossible to repair it. So the camera woman who appeared in episode 52 is a completely different character and has nothing to do with the first camera woman. Her second Easter egg is the fact that she shows her gesture with only two hands, and thus expresses maximum respect to the other agents, while normal cameraman and even cameraman Titan always show the gesture with only one hand, or not at all like cameraman Titan did in episode 55. The new camera woman aside from episode 52 was also during the battle of cameraman Titan against Speakerman Titan and G-Man. She climbed on the roof of a neighboring building and together with other agents fired her weapon at G-Man, and it can be assumed that G-Man's severe facial defect happened after she shot at him. Look how strongly and chaotically all the muscles of his face started to move in different directions. Also, such an effect on him could have been the agent's new weapon that parasitizes toilets, or the jet hammer blow to his head, which without any side effects damaged his head badly. Against normal toilets, Camera Woman had a devastating effect. She single-handedly dealt with a whole squad of toilets in a matter of seconds, and that is a very good result. She is an order of magnitude stronger than all other cameramen, and possibly stronger than Plungerman. Her camera is very different from the other cameramen of her race. First of all, her camera is round, which allows her to see better what is happening to her right or left, because when the camera is round, its angle of view is evenly spaced around the entire perimeter. Her main superpower is to switch to another mode, which can quickly and accurately make a sight on any object, and then her gun with accuracy will shoot to the place where the sight was aimed. And this is a very cool ability, because regardless of the situation, she can quickly destroy entire squads of agents. Also, few people noticed, but she was shown at the beginning of the 53rd episode. She can be seen near the destroyed toilet, and to recognize her, it is enough to look at her camera, which except for the round shape glows blue. And now, let's move on to another and no less interesting female agent, the TV woman. Her appearance was first seen in episode 49. Her appearance was very interesting when cameraman was attacked by a toilet saw. Because of some effect on him, his glasses were destroyed, and everyone thought he was hit by a strong wind current, but he wasn't. Along with TV woman, 2 other TV men came to save the agent, and one of them had a weapon near his TV screen, similar to what we saw on the toilet scientist. Maybe it was the weapon that destroyed the toilet saw's glasses. Her appearance was justified by the fact that she decided to test her weapon against a real threat, and her first feature is her TV, namely its abilities. Externally, her TV is not much different. From the differences, it has only 2 switches, a few buttons, and 2 antennas. And the light that emits her TV, it was already a novelty for us. First of all, she specially appeared at night to get the maximum effect from its radiation, and it succeeded. Unlike ordinary TV men, she burned the toilet and it became black. And here is another interesting Easter egg. The toilet saw on the toilet has a speaker. Most likely it is just an accessory, but still, a very interesting fact. This was not the end of TV Woman's experiment, because then came a stronger flying toilet saw, and at this point TV Woman surprised everyone even more. We see that her TV has additional jet engines, as well as mechanical tentacles, just like the toilet parasite. Even though her head is separated from her body, she is still standing still. Most likely her body is blocked at this point, and can't move until her head is back in place. And then she infects the saw toilet and destroys it. Also look at the fact that her sweater is purple, which symbolizes the TV men race. Then, they are approached by an army of very strong toilets that she can't fight against on her own. But instead of doing what the TV men did in episode 43, they just abandoned the agents, after not being able to fight the army of toilets on their own, because they were wearing protective goggles. TV Woman teleports with the agent who is lying on the floor, and we learned that TV Woman can teleport on her own, not in episode 57 as most people thought. Back in episode 57, we saw that TV Woman used knives to kill the parasite, but why would she do that when she has an ultra-bright TV screen? It's simple. The TV men race specifically started using knives to kill during the daytime, because the damage from their TV is much lower at night. We already know that the cameraman who was saved by TV Woman became the simp cameraman who fell in love with her. And now we can talk in more detail about their love story and why it didn't end as badly as we think. First of all, we can see that TV Woman was not indifferent to simp cameraman, because she smiled at him while teleporting. And usually she does it when someone helps her, like Cameraman Scientist or Titan Cameraman did. But Simp Cameraman didn't do anything good for TV Woman. She saved him, not him saving her. Regardless, she smiled sweetly at him and teleported him to Cameraman's lab. And after that, she most likely teleported to TV Men's lab. But then why did she ignore him in episode 54? The answer is obvious. TV Woman is just acting like a woman who wants him to do something special for her, like save her life or do something heroic. In episode 57, we saw her save the plungerman, not the simp cameraman. But that makes sense too. She just saved the stronger and wounded agent who should have been saved in the first place, and she simply couldn't save 2 agents at the same time, since she can only teleport one of them. I think that after this case, this love story will continue, and Defuk Boom will show us how Simp Cameraman saves TV Woman, and she reciprocates him, and then there will be a wedding and happiness. Would you like to see a Skibidi toilet wedding? Write it in the comments. Now it's time to talk about the last and most mysterious speaker woman who appeared in the 61st episode. Initially, we have to thank Defuk Boom for his originality in creating this new woman, as she is not like the others at all, and she has her own characteristics that set her apart from all the agents. Like all female agents, she has a superpower in her speaker, which also has a difference from the other speakers of the speakerman race. Besides the fact that we saw her performing acrobatic tricks and shooting darts with sound, the speaker itself glows pink, which makes her very attractive, which means that some agent will also have to fall in love with her. And now you will find out which one. As we remember, Simp Cameraman fell in love with TV Woman because she saved his life. And in episode 61, we saw exactly the same situation when Moist Toilet attacked Cameraman, Speaker Woman appeared and destroyed him. Then she performed a jump and reached out for the cameraman. and the moment he took her hand, we can notice that the color of his shirt is very different from the other cameraman's clothes. And this is a very important Easter egg. De Boom specifically highlighted this cameraman's feature for us so that in the future, we will recognize him by the color of his clothes. Also, I think that he wore a pink shirt to attract the attention of the speaker woman because it shows that he loves the color pink. What do you think? What are your theories? Thank you for watching this video to the very end. Like, comment, and subscribe. There will be many interesting theories and analytics of new episodes on this channel. I recommend clicking on the playlist or the videos you see on your screen. See you soon!